I keep forgetting what chapter we're on. No simulation can support too many entities. At a certain point, something has to give. If Thomas hadn't possessed those exact personality traits, it's likely the story would have ended there. We'd still be in business. What do you mean he would have still been in business?
Thomas did not like the cloud. He'd long since stopped listing his observations, but he instinctively observed that this thing was bad.
Okay, so the cloud is bad.
He'd been right about the water.
Well, I mean, the water wasn't bad for Claire. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to get these two over here again. Let's see. I have to scroll through all these through using the R button. That's why it's kind of taking me a little bit to get everybody. They all there's no. I mean, I could go like back and forth using L and R if I'm doing like one or two of them. The music's still kind of loud. Okay, I believe you. Hang on, I'll do like. There we go. It might be just like certain songs. That might be the issue. I feel like, listen, this game is like ancient. So it could be just certain songs are like not like the audio quality is just not good. Okay, this is Christopher's thing, apparently. Each one of them has a job. Is this game popular? It was more popular back in the day, I think. Again, there was like a time where like how do I explain it? There was like a time where I remember games like Stanley Parable and a bunch of others were like super popular. Because they all shared that sort of similar vibe to each other, where they were like philosophical kind of vibe to them. And I remember a lot of games being like that at the same time. I remember like Stanley Parable and a lot of other games like that. And I think like this was one of those games.
Thomas could tell Chris was in love, and that was fantastic and everything, but that didn't mean they could let the doom cloud keep following them. Thomas was going to put his foot down once they got to the next level.
What is it called? Like meta-narratives or something like that? That kind of thing. Showing how a game can be more than just like just a game. It could be a story. Like you still see them from time to time. Let me see. I think I know what I'm supposed to do. No, I do not. Have I messed up this puzzle? Because only you can do that one. I think I might have messed this one up. But yeah, like I don't know if you saw the option screens. Like I had so much trouble getting the resolution to work on here and stuff. So, like, it's definitely a game that was of its time. There were definitely some issues with it. What is the problem with this section? And plus the constant, like, jumping back and forth between characters.
Thomas could tell Chris was in love, and that was fantastic and everything, but that didn't mean they could let the doom cloud keep following them. Thomas was going to put his foot down once they got to the next level.
What am I missing here? I feel like I'm still missing something, but apparently I'm not. Oh wait, I know what I'm missing. I just wasn't thinking properly. Oh! Thomas got taken by a cloud.
Chris missed Thomas. Wow. Did not see that coming. He felt a little guilty too. Without his love for Laura and subsequent reunion with the guys, Thomas would probably still be with them.
I don't know if it's really your fault, buddy. Let's see. What are my options here? Yeah, so, listen, little lore point, Laura has it in her head that she's the reason the cloud is coming everywhere and to everybody. She thinks everybody's doomed by the cloud because of her. Just Chris now. Oh, because he's kind of tied up.
If Thomas was still alive somewhere.
It's kind of. Is this like a metaphor for spiraling into depression? Like, it's been a long time since I've played this.
He wasn't going to go looking for him, but he did wonder, and that showed character.
Probably. I mean, they are little AIs, so they're not, like, as deep as, like, everybody else. Oh, the cloud got him, too. Three left.
Maybe the others hadn't abandoned Laura all that time ago. It began to dawn on her that she might not be the tragic victim she'd always assumed.
Do I want a fortune cookie? Of course. Of course I want a fortune cookie. I always accept fortune cookies. Let me see. Ah, I see. Let me pull that a little bit. Hang on, I got an idea. There we go, we pull that. There we go. Oh, really? Okay, you know what? It's fine. We figured out this part at least. actively trying to hurt me now. Didn't do that before, I don't think. I saw those. So I'm just gonna... It's actually trying to hurt me. The world wasn't trying to actively hurt me before. Boing. Sometimes you meet someone and know that you want to spend the rest of your life without them. No, that's valid. That's so valid. Sometimes you do meet that kind of person. And yes, you only have misfortune cookies left. Oh my gosh, you're so right though.
Laura had been the bait. She had a hunch that she wasn't needed anymore.
I mean, misfortune cookies are fun though. But no, sometimes you will. Sometimes you absolutely will meet people and you're just like, you know what? If I never have to deal with you again, I would love to. That's not necessarily a bad thing though. Like sometimes you're just going to meet people that you're just not going to handle very well. Oh, Laura's gone. Laura's gone. Like there's nobody. Well, I'm going to let them go.
It was just them now. She muttered something under her breath about a vow of vengeance. He didn't see the point. Fighting that thing seemed to be a pretty futile idea.
But yeah, like nobody is supposed to like everybody. There's no way you're going to be able to like everybody. There's just too many like things in the world that you're going to be like different on. Like not even like just politics and religion and stuff like that. There's so many other little details that we can disagree on. You're going to not be able to like everybody. How come I'm stuck? Hang on a second. Yeah, sometimes it's not, it's true, it's not, sometimes it's not meant to be, that's true. Also, I think I errored. I can't get him to jump. I think I errored him out. Oh no. Let me restart this. I dislike a lot of people myself.
John looked at Claire.
I disagree with a lot of people.
She muttered something under her breath about a vow of vengeance.
It's hard for me to say that I dislike people.
Seemed to be a pretty futile idea.
But I know there's a lot of people that I disagree with. Like, you have to be... Like, we have to... I really have to disagree with someone in order for me to dislike them. Or you have to really set me off for me to dislike you. So there's only like a handful of people that really set me off to enough that I'm like, I don't like you. There are a lot of people though that can like be very annoying at times. So like I can tolerate a lot of people. Just don't always... I don't necessarily like everybody. And that's fine. That's totally fine if you can't like everybody. We're not meant to be. But you can still try to respect as many people as possible. To a certain degree anyway. Can't always do it, but you can try. Ah, we're being chased. We're being chased by a thing. Ah. Okay, got it. Also, you'll hear like this weird sound. And, like that dum 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 or whatever. And it's going to get louder as time goes on, and I don't really understand it. Okay, so you actually die in this level. Interesting. I guess because there is something coming after us. Maybe that's why.
As they struggled to get to the next portal, John hoped that he would be the next to get eaten. He didn't want to be alone.
Notice how the theme of being alone is still, like, happening. Except this time it's about, like, being consumed. Oh, and John is the one that's alone. John didn't get his wish.
For the first time in a while, John didn't have an audience. He was alone. Leaping from black square to black square didn't seem nearly as exciting now. It just
Well, I messed that up. I didn't realize there was, like, water coming towards us.
For the first time in a while, John didn't have an audience. He was alone. Leaping from black square to black square didn't seem nearly as exciting now. It just seemed empty.
Let's see. Okay. That's what I wanted to know. Okay, I'm gonna have to wait till it pulls up. Okay. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that is just is John being tortured at this point?
John gulped. He knew he'd never escape. He knew it was waiting for him. He decided to jump the massive scary gaps. For old time's sake.
You'll be lurking for a while, you're gonna eat while watching. Yeah, that's fine. I just appreciate that you're here. Let's see. Oh. I feel like this is more like just a casual Sunday game anyway. Okay, so I'm not meant to go there. See, that's like another issue with this game is that it's hard to tell like where you're supposed to go exactly. Like there's like a few issues with this in Celeste too, because like the size of the screen is so small. Oh man, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Is it just timing it wrong? There we go. But like Celeste is a little bit easier, but like this game, like everything is so small it's hard to tell. The initial 5 are usually given the credit for the emergence. People forget the later architects, the AIs who made the event possible. They saved Thomas and set him on the path to his destiny. Oh, hey, it's not Thomas. It's a guy who is upside down.
James had always been
James.
different. I'm not different in that kooky, OMG, you've totally got to meet my mate James, he's literally insane kind of way.
Yeah, that's definitely millennial talk right there. That is like early 2000s. Like, socialization right there. Oh god, I'm getting geometry dash. Like, geometry dash. sort of vibes from this. The only thing that's different is that I can like repeat the thing without like having to do the whole level over again. I just gotta repeat certain parts of it. I haven't beaten like all the basic levels of Geometry
We've not
Dash.
seen anyone else in a long time. Not since getting eaten by that cloudy pixely thing. He turned up here in some kind of cage.
So we haven't seen him, but apparently he's seen all the others. Okay. He's getting a lot of buttons.
He'd gotten out.
Well,
He'd not seen anyone else in a long time. Not since
I
getting
should
eaten by that
have
cloudy pixely thing. He turned up here in some kind
either
of cage.
waited or jumped a bit faster, I guess. Like that, maybe?
He'd gotten out, but it had taken a long time.
Yeah, like that. Okay. So he got out of the pixel cloud, I guess? Doesn't really explain.
James liked being alone. No one to insult him or question his unique disregard for Newtonian laws. Hey Jimmy, where are you going? Up? Idiots.
He's got a different perspective than everybody. That's not a big deal.
The little red guy looked confused. His cage was a lot smaller than James's had been. James decided to find a way to help. Maybe they'd be friends.
I heard like a little giggle. Was I hallucinating, or did I hear a little giggle after being friends? Like a little or something like that.
Thomas had no idea why he was here. One minute he was with his friends, the next he was being freed from a cage by a green guy with a nervous laugh. He knew he had to get back to them.
Okay, so the laugh was him. Maybe the green guy's actually the one triggering all these little pixels.
His turquoise hero seemed uncomfortable. Thomas imagined he'd feel the same way if he fell upwards all the time. If he didn't know better, he'd have thought James didn't want to meet everyone.
Okay. We're going to use him as a stepladder. A little bit further down. There we go. Can you both make the jump? You should. I think you have the same... Like, your jumps are the same, it's just... one goes up and the other goes down. I think that's literally the only thing that separates you two.
This was working. James and Thomas working together could get anywhere. James didn't seem to understand the immense ability he possessed.
Well... Oh. Let's see.
Thomas wondered why the cloud thing had brought them both here.
That's a good question. looks like we're going through like a skeletal structure right now. Somebody with like coding knowledge probably knows more about this than me. Do you go this way? Probably.
James grudgingly helped Thomas to each portal. He knew that eventually they'd find the others. Then he'd go back to being the weird one again. He decided to enjoy the time they had left.
Poor guy's just afraid of being left alone. Okay. Okay, so step ladder again. Another, again, similarities to Laura. One is afraid of just being used, and the other one is just wanting to be cared for. Let's see. This time you are going to use the other as a stepladder. Teamwork. Let's see. We'll do one at a time until I have like a better idea of what.
Even want to spend time with James? Was he not repulsed by his weird colour?
Okay. Let's try that again. Let's try that again!
Care about his inversions?
I think Thomas just doesn't want to be alone. Yeah, this is fun. You use them like a magnet to get them to the other side. And then
James was having fun for the time being.
I think I was so creative with some of these puzzles too. Pull you a little closer. There we go.